Today, I want to talk to you about how to vet a great coach.
Every moment is a teachable moment.
So you're looking for a coach. What are some things that you need to take into consideration, and how do you find a coach that is going to be a great fit for you? Well, there are a couple of things that I would recommend. Number one is to research on the web different coaches for the genre you're looking to get into. And you can find out a lot from a coach's website about their style, about what they offer, about sometimes they'll talk about their coaching style or what it requires to work with them. And a really great reference as well to find out about how coaches are in their respective fields is to actually ask around on some of the groups out there, either the Facebook groups or the forums, and just ask around for good recommendations. You should be able to get some honest feedback from people who have either taken classes with this coach before or had good experiences with a coach before. Also, I think a great coach should offer a consultation, a free consultation. I know that I offer 20-minute consults with people who may be thinking about working with me, and that gives them an idea of who I am. They can ask any questions that they want during the session, and they can get a feel for who I am as a person. And I think actually talking and engaging with me on the phone or even a Zoom session works, as well as researching coaches socially online. That can also help to kind of vet a coach, to get a feel for their personality, get a feel for how they are. Find out how they interact online with their prospective clients, with in social media, how if they are, if they're friendly, if they are active. And I will be the first to admit that on social media, it's gotten a little crazy lately. And so I haven't had as much of a chance to interact or engage as much as I would like to, but I am always available for a phone consult. And I do these videos each and every week. And I think that is one way you can find out, what my teaching style is like, and you can kind of get an idea of what I'm like, especially because you can see me on a video. The other thing would be to, once you have that consult, again, look for things that might be red flags. If you don't get an easy feeling about the coach after you talk with them, if you don't feel like you're a good fit, and not every coach is a good fit for every student. Some coaching styles are more, I would say, strict, more tough. Some coaching styles are very relaxed. And also, does the coach give homework? Does the coach answer questions outside of session time? I know there's different policies. I know for myself, I'd love to answer everybody's questions outside of session time, but I just don't have the time. But I do have a good policy on it. And if I can ever, if I ever can answer, I actually always try to do that. I think you can get a good feeling after speaking and seeing a coach in action. You can also take workshops with the coach. I know that VO Peeps, which is one of my online networking groups, I have offered group classes for over 11 years with different instructors and coaches in the industry. And so there's a great video resource if you want to check that out at vopeeps.com. to find every different genre, and I try to get the best in the business, and I have probably over 350 hours of video on individual classes, as well as my networking meetups, which have been online for over 11 years. So you can get an idea of the personalities of the coach. So you can absolutely take a class, take a workshop. That's a great way to see and get feedback from a coach and see if it works for you. And the other thing would be to make sure that you, if you can, get out to a conference and meet people face to face, because that's really going to be a great indication of how you gel and your energy and how it synchronizes together or not. Conferences and classes at conferences are a wonderful opportunity to really get that experience firsthand, and you don't have to invest a whole lot of money. And you don't have to buy an expensive package. You can just take a class. That's the other thing for most coaches. You can take a class with them online if you want, or take a class in person with them. And that will really help you to make the decision. And don't invest a ton of money before you really get a good feeling about that coach. And also, lastly, after you've asked people, look for testimonials on the coach's website, look for sample demos, look for sample coaching sessions that you might be able to find online, or pieces of talks that they've done. And again, that will give you another indication of how they teach. For more business tips, make sure to check out my videos here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.